After exploring countless ways to attract women, today I'm going to share 2 of the quickest methods to captivate any woman, no matter who she is. Let's dive in. First, you need to grasp a fundamental principle about how our brains operate. Picture this. A smoker visits a doctor, and the doctor warns, if you smoke again, your heart could stop. In that moment, the smoker might quit instantly, as if he never touched a cigarette. But if the doctor says, if you quit, you'll stay healthy, the smoker is far less likely to stop. Why? Because our brains are wired to respond more intensely to negative stimuli than positive ones. We're programmed to avoid danger more than we're driven to seek pleasure. Now, you might be wondering, what does this have to do with attracting women? Stick with me. This principle is key. Our brains are naturally more reactive to negativity, and this can be leveraged in your interactions with women. Let's say you're talking to a stunning woman. Most men try to find common ground, maybe a favorite song, movie, or hobby. While this is a decent icebreaker, there's a faster and more effective approach: finding something you both dislike. From my experience, this is one of the most powerful ways to spark attraction. Shared hatred can take many forms. It could be a mutual disdain for social media and how it's made people superficial, more focused on capturing the perfect photo than living in the moment. Or maybe you both hate how dating apps have turned relationships into a game. Historically, having a common enemy has been one of the strongest ways to build alliances. It's no different in attraction. One of the best questions you can ask a woman is, what's something you really hate? Who's your enemy? If you share that dislike, express it passionately. This creates an instant bond. Another angle is bonding over a person you both dislike. Think about it. If I asked you to name someone you love, aside from family, you might struggle. But if I asked who you dislike, names would probably come easily. We bond more over shared dislikes than shared likes. So, if you and a woman both dislike the same person, a boss, a teacher, or even an annoying coworker, it can quickly create a connection. Of course, not everyone is open about who they dislike, and it might feel awkward to ask someone you just met. But if you can get her to share, you'll save a lot of time building rapport. Even if you don't hate the same person, ask her why she dislikes them, listen carefully, and watch how passionately she expresses her feelings. Now let me share a story I once read in a book. The author worked at a restaurant with a guy. Let's call him Ross. Ross was a magnet for women, and his secret was something he called the partners in crime technique. He created a you and me against the world dynamic. He'd prank co-workers, share inside jokes about customers, and always had the women laughing. When the boss scolded them, they'd bond over trash-talking him later. This us versus them vibe is incredibly powerful. Shared hatred doesn't have to be dramatic. It could be as simple as disliking the same food, city, or TV show. The key is to express that dislike passionately and create a sense of camaraderie. Now, the second way to create attraction is by making her laugh. Let me explain why this works. Comedy is a natural tool for building connections. As humans, we're drawn to opposites. As a man, you're attracted to a woman who laughs at your jokes, and a woman is attracted to a man who makes her laugh. If you've ever been in a group where a guy made a girl laugh, you've seen this in action. Even if he wasn't initially interested in her, the moment she laughed, his attention shifted. The same happens to you. When a woman laughs at your joke, you feel a rush of attraction. For women, that feeling is amplified tenfold. Here's the thing, humor isn't something you're born with. It's a skill you can learn. I used to be the guy whose jokes fell flat, but by studying comedy and practicing, I became the funniest person in my social circle. So, if you think you're not funny, think again. Humor is something you can develop. One of the easiest ways to make a woman laugh is through misinterpretation and exaggeration. For example, if she mentions her girlfriend, you could playfully assume she means a romantic partner and say, "Oh, you're into girls? That's cool. Do you have more than one? Do they get jealous?" This takes a simple comment and turns it into something hilarious. Another technique is speculation. If she compliments your pickup line, you could respond with, "Are you saying that because no one usually talks to you?" That's adorable. The key is to keep it light and playful. A few rules to remember. Don't laugh at your own jokes before she does. Let her react first. If she doesn't laugh, don't explain the joke. Move on. Explaining kills the humor. To wrap it up, the fastest ways to attract a woman are: find a shared dislike and bond over it. Make her laugh. If you want me to dive deeper into humor, let me know in the comments. This is Jordan, and I'll see you in the next video.